Hi ladies, Dionysia here. Wanted to take a few moments out with you today to speak to you a bit about my upcoming classes for February. You heard me mention them last week as I was talking about the Year of the Snake, and I wanted to share a bit more with you today about what we're going to be doing in February, as like I said, I'm calling this an affair to remember. And what I mean by that is an affair with yourself, with your passion, your desire, your beauty, your love. Like, where are you with all of those things right now? You know, I talked a lot in January about the year ahead astrologically, and as you know, I have a really big love for that. And right now we have this really potent moment with Venus and what's going on with Venus. And I'm not going to get too deep into that today. You can look that up with other astrologers if you want to know more about that. But the fact that we have this moment with Venus, and it does continue on through February, means that it's a good time. It's an aligned time for us to be looking at what we value. Venus is about what we value, and about love and beauty and desire. So, you know, we are going to be kicking off with the first class in February about passion. You heard me speak about that last week in relationship to Kundalini and our serpent energy and how we embody that and what that means for our passion. And then from there, we're going to go on to desire. So desire sexually, yes, we are going to be talking about sexual desire in that class and how we feel that in ourselves and how we can grow that in ourselves, but also desire for life, desire for experience, what lights you up, what enlivens you. We're going to go on from there to beauty and your sense of beauty in your environment, for yourself. We're going to talk a little bit then about the arts of adornment, actually. And then we're going to be talking about love. So our open-heartedness, our sense of love, yes, passionate love, but we're going to be talking more about romantic love with desire, actually. In the fourth class of the series, we're going to be talking about spiritual love, love for this life, love for this planet, love for all of creation, and how is that related to the kind of love and beauty that's embodied by the goddess Venus, who's the Roman version of the Greek Aphrodite, right? So those are the offerings that I'm putting out to you through February, and I'm playing with it a little bit, calling it an affair to remember, but I actually really do, I mean that. Like, where are you with those things in your life? I know for a lot of us as women, when things are difficult in the external, we tend to turn away from those kinds of things in our internal. They get relegated. Passion, desire, pleasure, those things tend to get relegated to, you know, not as important, not a high priority. And we forget, if we knew it all in the first place, that those things are actually what we're made up of. That's how we all came to be here. That's how we create our children. That's how we create our projects. That's how we create our art. And it's in difficult times that it's most challenging to stay connected to those things, and most wildly important to stay connected to those things. You know, getting through the kind of year that we have ahead of us requires, as you've heard me say before, us staying close to our spiritual practices. For me, as a feminine essence being, part of my my spiritual practice is, where's my Shakti? Where's my Kundalini? What's happening for me in the realm of passion and desire? Those are things that contribute to our sense of aliveness. And in relationship, our sexuality can be the glue that holds us together in challenging periods, if we build it that way into our relationships. So there's a lot for us that's important about staying close to those things. So in this 4-class series, we're going to be talking about how do we stay close to them and what does it mean to be close to them. All of these classes are just 1-hour classes. They're short classes. You're not going to be on video. You don't have to do anything to prepare to show up. It's going to be mostly me teaching, and you'll be able to participate in the chat. And it's a little bit a precursor to the deeper sexuality and intimacy immersion that's happening beginning in March. They are separate things. You're going to be learning things in February that I'm not going to be discussing so much in the sexuality immersion, because that's going to be so specifically centered around sexuality. But also I'm going to be touching on some things throughout this affair to remember that will be related to a sexuality immersion. So you could do either or both. Again, they're sort of related, but they're separate offerings. And, you know, I've priced them at a really low price point for February because I have so much of this moving through me right now. It is like pouring in. And I just want to share it with you. I want to be with you in it. I want us to be able to feel our togetherness. I want us to know we're not alone in the journey. And I want us to strengthen each other. I want us to come together and bolster each other through this. If you are a woman who is really thriving in your life right now and you are not feeling the challenges that so many others are feeling, then Goddess bless. I celebrate that for you. But I do know that there are a lot of us who are feeling really challenged, and even we might be doing really, really well in some aspects of our lives and feeling challenged in others. We might be really concerned about the political landscape in the world, you know, the fears of other people that are happening in the world. So wherever you're at on the spectrum, coming all the way back to the truth of who you are, the essence of who you are as a sacred, sexual, desiring, passionate being is essential. And if you're a woman who feels really close to that, then you might just feel some real sisterhood and get some new tidbits through these classes. If you're a woman who feels really far away from that right now, this could help you really come back in and come closer again. So, yeah, I have so much to share and so many things that I want to offer. I do want to say that I think that this can be a real part of your toolkit for 2025. That's my intention in offering them in the way that I am. So I hope you'll join me. I'd love to be with you there. And however you choose to move into February, I hope you'll take a moment with this Venus thread. Like, where are you with that? What is that for you? If you want to do these classes, I'd love to be there with you in it. If that's not where you're going to be, then I hope that you'll still tune in. Like, find some moments for yourself to just attune to love, beauty, desire, passion. These things that are the juice of what feeds us and nurtures us as feminine essence beings. So that's my offering and my prayer. And as always, if you find value in this content, I hope that you'll go and click the subscribe button. You'll be the first to get these videos. And also it'll help spread the word to other women who could benefit from what's being offered here. So from my heart to yours, I hope to be together with you in February. And I wish you all of the bountiful love and beauty blessings of Venus. Blessed be.